Mike from the Mike James Rock Show, and this fine specimen of a human being is going to introduce himself, tell us about his band, and then we'll probably end up talking about Wu-Tang Clan.
At least for 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
My name is Patrick Sheridan, and I play guitar for For An Autopsy.
Welcome back to the UK.
No, thank you for having us.
And what a brutally new album as well. It seems to be going down really well on this whole tour package. It seems to be fierce from what I can see so far on social media and the platforms and things.
The response to the record's been fairly epic. You know, it's a whole new thing when, you know, I mean, everybody that likes the band has always been very supportive. But for us to go walk around town and just have people, holy shit, you're so-and-so. And
getting
like,
recognized, man.
It's a whole new thing, and it's flattering and maybe a little bit intense sometimes, but I mean, it's really, really cool.
And to be so far from home as well, to get that kind of adulation from, you know, in cold UK in the middle of January when
it's not that bad, man. The States is colder.
Yeah, it's cold for us, but I'm still sat here in shorts anyway. It doesn't matter. So the album's out. Are you finding that there are some standout tracks besides the ones that have already been pre-promoed through PRs and stuff like that?
We were just talking about that. I think every track in its own right is a single on that album.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a track on that album that we couldn't have put out as a single. We just kind of picked the ones that got done first. You know, to be completely honest, like, See a Tragic Beast, like, that song had to be a single because it was a title track kind of thing. And then Mirrors was just like, I think the concept we came up with for the video made Mirrors like a no-brainer kind of single. And then, you know, as we went on and picked the songs that we were going to play live and do all that thing, like, we realized that every song's cool. Like, we're playing Warfare on this, and we just released a live video from our last headlining tour. And dude, that song's killing it live, and it's my favorite to play so far. But we're gonna add No Man Is Without Fear on the next tour. There's talk about Birds of Prey. There's so many good tracks. Napalm Dreams is probably my favorite track to listen to. I find myself like listening to that song just like in my bunk at night before I go to bed. It's kind of sad, and it puts me in a certain like mind frame.
It takes you away from the life you've just had for that day, kind of thing.
The disconnect.
That's it. Yeah. You mentioned just now that the first couple of singles were sort of like obvious, but do you liaise with the label? Is there input from the label and yourselves, or is it like you say to the label, we want this out, we want this out?
This is the thing. And this is also something we were talking about yesterday.
Okay.
Nuclear Blast is honestly one of the easiest labels that we've ever worked with.
You're not the first person from Nuclear Blast to say that.
They don't give us any bullshit. There's no rules. There's no, you have to do this, you have to do that. There's just, what do you guys want to do? Here's why we want to do it. Okay, that sounds perfect. Let's make it happen. And
they got so many people with have the knowledge base within the company that you want to do something left field, and they go, well, actually, we know someone that can do that for you and make it happen. Like, be it a video or the way you release or artwork or something like that.
And they give great advice.
Okay.
Like, if we say, hey, we want to do this thing, they'll say, well, X, Y, Z, and then if you come back with a good reasoning on maybe why you think your idea is better, and it is, they will go with it. There's no egos or bullshit. They just want whatever's best for the project.
Yeah, and it's a good partnership by the sounds of it. It elevates everyone.
Yeah, Monty Connor is the man.
He is.
Yeah.
And what he did with the label beforehand as well, it's like he is one of the driving forces of modern rock and metal.
We love him. He's a great guy, easy friendship. He's really cool.
What's the rest of the year got in store for you then?
Man,
touring.
All right. So much touring. My wife is going to leave me, trust me. So we finish this, and then we go home for like just under 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then we're back out direct support to Thy Art in the States.
Nice.
And then we come back from that, and then it's Thy Art, Dying Fetus, and us in Australia.
Oh.
And then we come back from that, and then we come back to Europe for festivals, which we are headlining one of the days of UK Tech Fest. So we'll be in Newark, and that'll be cool. So that's
a great festival. We've covered it like 3 or 4 times now, and like those sheds are lush. It's cool in the summer, like if it's hot outside, those sheds get cool, but if it's wet, you've got somewhere to shelter. Like having an outdoor camping festival, but the stages are inside. Really works.
And you know, you get 2,000 to 4,000 people on any given day, and we played with Protest the Hero in 2016.
We were there. That was when the rain just came down during the set, wasn't it? That was horrendous. And then 10 minutes later, it was dry again. Yeah,
wonderful British weather. But
we tried to do our best.
But yeah, so that was a great festival, and it was funny. Like, we were talking to them after, and at that point, up until that point, we were like the heaviest band that ever played UK Tech Fest. Usually it was like proggier bands.
It's very sort of technical.
Which is super cool. You know, like, we love that stuff. Like, Animals as Leaders, Protest the Hero, and us played all in like a couple of days of each other. Like, that's wild, you know? So we played and the place exploded. It was crazy. And it was like 5 years of pent-up frustration of not being able to mosh at UK Tech Fest all in one, like, 40-minute set.
And everyone was in because of the rain as well. It was just like, it was intense.
It was intense. And then the next year they brought the Acacia Strain, and then other heavy bands. So it's like we were like the liaison to bring the heavy bands in and see if it would work. And like, Simon's awesome, Helen is awesome, the whole crew is awesome. Like, everybody there is great to us. And it's one of those things where, like, it's a family event. Like, you go there and it feels great, you know?
Some of the festivals we cover, we camp at, and you get media camping, and it's, you know, the other media kind of people and VIPs and stuff. But at Tech Fest, it's everyone's all in together, and we're camped next to, you know, that's how we've discovered bands ourselves that we've interviewed. That we're just camped there. It's like, you should be staying in a hotel. You should stop. You're like in a big band. Nah, man, we're here to camp and enjoy it. And then the next tent over is, you know, some guys just chilling out, and it's a full family event.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. We have a blast. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of people watching this to come out and hang out with us. That'd be cool. And the fest is great. It is worth the money and the time. Like, it's a really great time.
It is, and like you said, it's just one big happy family.
I'm not getting paid to endorse it either. Have
you started thinking about future recordings? Are you writing? Is there anything like that in the pipeline at all?
Oh yeah. Well, like I had said, we do the UK stuff.
Yep.
And then we have another tour in America in the summer.
In between. Oh, right, okay.
Right after.
Yeah.
Right? So we come back, we're out 20 days doing that, and then immediately come back and go back in the U.S. Direct support to, like, an older metalcore band that we really love. We're going to go out with Norma Jean.
Oh.
So their new record is wild.
Cameraman Dan is happy with that.
Yeah,
with
very
double
happy.
Fist bump.
So, and then we come back from that, and then we have a very, very big tour early 2021.
Wow, you booked that far in ahead?
Yeah. Well, we're going to do Canada after the U.S. summer tour.
Okay.
And then we do Canada, and then we have a couple of months off for the holiday. We may or may not work on some new music. I don't know. Who knows? Possibly. There's been discussion of it, but it's been a busy year, so we'll see.
Get some downtime as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some stuff is going to start cooking around then.
Nice.
Because we don't like waiting.
No.
We like hustling, you know what I mean? And then, so we have this bigger tour, it's a pretty massive tour, 2021. And I won't say what, but I will say we'll be back. And then
it's coming over here then next year.
Coming back here January 2020. We'll talk about it when the mics are off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get kicked off a tour before I even get confirmed, you know?
Yeah.
And then...
ink's not dry yet.
Yeah, the ink is not dry. And then we're going to do another headliner in the States where we play the whole record. That's the plan. So that's happening. So there will be new music in between there and probably some more festival stuff.
Nice.
And this is the time where we got to strike a little bit because people are paying attention, which we really appreciate. But we got to prove to everybody that we're staying.
Yeah.
You know, and we've got 5 LPs in. And a couple of splits and some singles and some stuff floating around.
Future-proofing yourself now then. You're getting that album out there. That means that you can progress and do the next couple of albums and sustain a career in an ever-changing industry where there's not a lot of money to go around anymore. And
that's the thing.
Live, haven't you?
The only way that we can survive in this industry is by the hustle.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, oh my God, you're touring that much. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean... my wife's gonna leave me, and I pay for a place to keep my shit. But other than that, you know, it's pretty fucking cool. You know, it's tough. It's got its balance, but you know, like CJ, I have a wife and a kid and a house and cars and all these things that I have to pay for that are normal, everyday things.
Same as any office worker or, you know, any kind of
pilot
job.
Or, you know, fireman or whatever, or
got your bills
firewoman,
and
whatever
life
it is
to
you
get on
do.
with.
Yeah. So, like, I spend a lot of time trying to explain to people how hard it can be to be away.
Yeah.
But, you know, it works. So we make it work.
You find that balance.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, hopefully we might be able to catch up with you at TechFest.
I hope so. I would love to see you guys there.
Yeah, we've covered it half a dozen times at least, I think. Now.
Perfect.
So, yeah, we never know. Always a pleasure. Thanks very much for taking some time out for the Mike James Rock Show.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Welcome to the Mike James Rock Show.
You're watching the Mike James Rock Show.